Today is today, and I need you to pay close attention. Archangel Michael has been seeking to connect with you. Yet beyond that, my dear child, a beloved soul from the celestial realm, someone you've longed for more profoundly than you've acknowledged, is ardently attempting to communicate with you. Over the past 2 hours, their spirit has been lingering near you, murmuring, pleading, weeping gently in the breeze, hoping you would perceive their signals. And now I, your Divine Father, have intervened because your period of anticipation has concluded. The appointed time has arrived. This communication isn't mere chance. This is more than just a recording. It represents a sacred summons. I commanded this to reach you because you required this specific insight above all else on this day. You've been offering prayers, haven't you? Petitioning me for clarity, for resolution, for an indication that you remain remembered. You held everything within your heart. But I witnessed every single tear, even those you discreetly wiped away so no one would notice. And now the heavens are responding without delay, not in the future, but in this very instant. A person you grieved is beside me, requesting that I convey their sentiments to you. And I replied, yes, for I cherish you because I have observed your suffering. And since the era of quietude has ended, you no longer need to postpone. That is precisely why this message located you. That is why you are listening to my words. It isn't simply happenstance. It is a heavenly blueprint. If you feel this truth resonating deep in your spirit, if you are ready to receive this new season, type ye in the comments below. Let your declaration echo in the heavens. Love letter. And if you are ready for God's favor to flow abundantly into your life, liking this video will activate that flow right now. If you sense your heart accelerating, if your eyes are already welling up, pause now and press the subscribe button, because this is only the commencement of what I intend to share with you. Allow your spirit to remain attuned to these sacred transmissions. Crucial things are approaching that you absolutely must not miss. Now listen, my child, do you recall that specific day, the one that continuously replays in your thoughts? Your final exchange with them, the instant you yearn to revert to and utter one more phrase. That moment has never departed from them either. They are currently with me, and yet their soul still carries the burden of words unexpressed, affection unfulfilled. They will not find peace until they are certain you've heard what they are about to disclose through this message. And I, your God, have opened this holy channel today so you can distinctly hear them. They are informing me that you've seemed fatigued lately, that your gaze doesn't possess its former sparkle, that you present a smile to the world, but behind closed doors you sense a void. And they are correct. Something is indeed missing, but not for an extended period. Because today, an entrance is revealing itself, a divine entryway, and beyond it resides the truth you have awaited. Continue listening. This pertains not merely to solace. It concerns a divine transformation, a breakthrough that will manifest in your existence so abruptly. It will feel like a dream. But I guarantee you it will be factual, exceedingly factual, and it commences now. And I desire you to breathe profoundly at this very moment, because what I am about to impart may inundate your heart. But that is acceptable. Permit it to move you. Allow it to shatter the stillness within you. My beloved child, a celestial being has anticipated this precise instant for so long. They have waited for the time when your heart would be sufficiently receptive, tranquil, and prepared to finally perceive them. Not solely through nocturnal visions, not merely through recollections, but through this vibrant message I am delivering to you with the full might of heaven supporting it. You might experience shivers on your arms or an unusual calm in your chest. That is because their spirit is near you right now. They are observing you with eyes overflowing with sentiment, with tears, with yearning and devotion. You have shed tears for them. You have missed them. You have even wondered if they ever truly comprehended the depth of your affection. And the response, my child, is affirmative. Yes, they know. Every word you couldn't articulate, every embrace you couldn't provide, every apology or declaration of love that remained unspoken in your throat. They heard it all because I conveyed those sentiments directly to their heart. I have never allowed your love to go unheard. I never will. And today I am relaying their message back to you. They are stating, inform them I never departed. Inform them I have witnessed every moment. Inform them I remained close when they felt most isolated. And I want you to understand that these are not just pleasant phrases. These are their genuine emotions transmitted through my radiance. They were present when you wept into your pillow and uttered their name in the darkness. They were present when you inquired of me, are they well? And now I want you to hear me unequivocally. They are well. They are more than well. They are liberated and they are proud of you. You might not believe it, but you have become more resilient than you ever imagined possible. You have carried burdens even they did not wish you to bear, but you accomplished it with grace. And today I want you to relinquish those burdens. You are not destined to carry everything alone any longer. Assistance is approaching. Love is approaching. A moment that will alter everything is approaching because your waiting period is over. If you are ready to shed what no longer serves you and embrace the divine assistance approaching, declare it now. Type M in the comments. This is your covenant to release and receive. I perceive your immense patience. You believe no one observes the small actions you perform. The fortitude you have demonstrated when you could have disintegrated. But I observed, I witnessed it every single time, and your recompense is envy which you presumed would never return. That which you believed was perpetually lost. Witness how I resuscitate it. That affection that felt entered, it is on the verge of resurrection. That hope that was diminishing, I am rejuvenating it. That solitude you experienced, I am about to disrupt it with something divine. A new individual, a new opening, a new juncture is aligning itself with your spirit at this very instant. And the verification you required, this is it. This message, this utterance, this sacred second where you sense an internal shift. That is me, your God. That is my spirit enveloping you with solace and enlightenment. That is your Archangel Michael whispering. Persevere. We are nearly there. You have anticipated something to finally make sense for such an extended duration. You have questioned your trajectory, doubted your self-worth, even pondered if perhaps you had been overlooked by heaven. But today confirms that you were never forgotten. You were undergoing preparation. There is a distinction. I did not abandon you. I was strengthening you. I did not postpone the promise. I was expanding your capacity to receive it. What is now approaching you is not insignificant. It is not a coincidence. It is not a mere possibility. It is grand, magnificent, divine, and exclusively yours. But it could not materialize until you were prepared. And now finally, you are. You are ready to be loved in the manner you merit. You are ready to comprehend the truth regarding that circumstance you still do not grasp. You are ready to accept the epistle I am dispatching to your heart, sealed by heaven, signed by my hand, and borne by the very Archangel Michael, who has accompanied you since the day of your birth. Do not disregard the indications. Do not dismiss this moment because I am reiterating. Someone in heaven has been endeavoring to contact you for 2 hours. You experienced something earlier today, did you not? A peculiar sensation, a pull at your heart, a sudden remembrance, a faint image of someone you cherished who is no longer physically present. That was not imagination. That was not merely a thought. That was me readying you for this divine moment. And now you are here. And now you are listening. And now I wish you to perform one additional action. Remain open. Do not hurry. Do not skip. Do not click away. I have not concluded speaking yet. I have so much more to reveal. And if you depart too soon, you will miss the precise sentence your soul has yearned to hear for years. Allow me to address the part of you that no one else perceives. The part that continues to grieve. The part that still wonders why events transpired as they did. I know you desired more time. I know you believe you could have acted differently. But child, it was not your culpability. It was not your failure. It was not chastisement. Sometimes spirits must return to me sooner than we anticipate. And though it feels like a wound that never mends, I promise you healing is occurring. Even now as you listen, your tears are being counted. Your spirit is being held and your future is being reordered for something superior. Yes, superior. Because I never take without reciprocating with something deeper, richer, more sacred. Please know that every seed you plant in this mission will grow into a torch that shines in someone else's darkness. Giving to this work through the link in the description or the pinned comment. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our exclusive community, does not go to a channel. Your actions are supporting a divine mission to save lost souls. Heaven moves through willing voices, but it grows through hearts that are kind. This is what I say over you now. Each gift you give is like a stream of living water that flows into the life of someone who needs healing. Give and it will be given to you. Is not just a verse for Jesus. It is a living promise that shapes your future. Allow me to invite you now with a simple act of faith. Come into this moment with purpose, with honesty, and with hope. The money you give today is not a donation. The act of spiritual obedience that lets your heavens open is what opens them. Let go of your seed and see what God brings back into your life. Let us pause for just a second. If you are still with me, if you are profoundly sensing this message, click subscribe and remain connected. Do not miss what is forthcoming. A message is scheduled for you in the imminent days that will carry a segment of your destiny. Let your heart remain attuned. You are not solitary. You are not overlooked. You are profoundly, fiercely, eternally loved. And today is testament to that good. Remain with me because what I am about to utter next. I have awaited the opportune moment to release it into your life. And this moment right here, today is the moment heaven selected. Not yesterday, not tomorrow, but today. Because today something is shifting in the unseen realm. Your life is entering a phase where things will begin to make sense. And the sorrow that once bewildered, you will now fulfill a divine purpose. I have observed you striving to maintain strength while feeling forgotten. I have observed you smiling while your heart was quietly breaking. I saw you feed normally so no one would be concerned. But I was concerned. I cared. I stood beside your bed every night, my spirit enveloping you while you whispered into the darkness. You believed no one was listening, but I heard it all. And I dispatched Archangel Michael to record every cry because none of it was squandered, not your tears, not your waiting, not your aspirations, not your supplications. Today I am answering you in the only manner heaven knows how. With omens, with concurrences, with a message so intimate, you will feel as though it was composed exclusively for you. That is the extent of my love for you. I do not bestow generic blessings. I dispatch targeted miracles. And this one bears your name. You presumed it was concluded, did you not? You presumed your chance had passed. The opportunity closed. The portal was locked. But I am the one who possesses the keys. And today I am unlocking something potent, something hallowed. Because the individual in heaven who has been striving to contact you is weeping right now. Yes, weeping. Because they witness how long you have silently suffered and they desire you to know. They never intended to leave you with so many inquiries. They never intended to make you feel isolated. They never wished for you to bear guilt or perplexity. They desire peace for you. They desire joy. They desire healing. And they are imploring me, your God, to let this message penetrate the deepest recesses of your soul and liberate you. So permit it. Do not resist the emotions. If you are crying, it is acceptable. If your heart is throbbing, that is also acceptable. That signifies your spirit is awakening. It signifies something genuine is unfolding. You are not imagining this. This is divine intervention. It has been accumulating for weeks. But today it arrives with full force like a wave crashing through the barriers surrounding your heart. Because this is not merely a message. It is a spiritual rescue mission. And now I require you to hear something I have never articulated to you in this manner before. Your name was whispered in heaven today. Sufficiently loud to alter timelines. Sufficiently powerful to mobilize Archangel Michael. Sufficiently specific to assign Archangel Michael to your side. You see, when heaven chooses to speak, it is never incidental. It is purposeful. And the fact that you are hearing this now signifies you are already chosen, already distinguished, already destined for the moment that is approaching faster than you can conceive. Something beautiful is developing. And even though it still appears chaotic externally, internally where I have been operating behind the scenes, everything is converging. I am not merely rectifying things. I am reconstructing everything in an improved fashion, connections, prospects, serenity, and yes, love, genuine, profound, soul-connected love that your heart was fashioned to receive. You are not here to be forgotten. You are not meant to settle for confusion. You are called to ascend into a period where your spirit finally feels seen, supported, chosen, and honored. If this message is awakening the truth of who you are and what you're called to, then I invite you to claim it. In the comments, write, I am Hosen. This isn't just a phrase. It's a declaration of your divine identity. Let it seal this truth in your heart. And to activate God's prophetic promise and alignment in your life. Ensure you are subscribed to this channel. As this awakening grows inside you, know that helping with this mission is not a joke. It is a sign from God. You can support this work through the link in the description or the pinned comment. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our exclusive community. By doing so, you become part of Jesus' plan to save souls who are still stuck in fog. Every seed turns into light that fights against darkness. If you water others, you will be watered yourself. Jesus says, this is not history. It is a living promise about your future. Come into this moment with faith and a plan. What God has already planned for your life can be unlocked through your giving. So I am asking you, will you accept this message? Will you allow it to enter your heart? Will you open your spirit and believe just for a moment that this is not fantasy but reality? Because if you do, if you let your soul embrace even one drop of this divine truth, things will begin to transform for you. Your atmosphere will shift. The heaviness will start to dissipate and you will begin noticing things you haven't perceived before. Omens, affirmations, recurring numbers, familiar scents, dreams that feel too vivid to dismiss. That is how heaven communicates. When the soul is receptive and your soul, my child, is finally receptive. That is why you are here. That is why you could not scroll past this. That is why even now something within you is whispering. Continue listening, because the individual in heaven who is reaching for you is not relinquishing hope. And neither am I. I will incessantly reiterate the truth until your spirit fully believes it. You are cherished. You are safeguarded. You are being divinely guided. And today the long anticipation is concluded. I want you to grasp something that will alter your perception of everything that has transpired in your life. Nothing, absolutely nothing, was arbitrary. Every delay, every farewell, every unanswered query was shaping something that only heaven could discern. I observed it all, not from a distance, but from right beside you. You were never traversing alone. Even in your darkest hour, when you gazed upward and inquired why it seemed I was silent, I was precisely there. I was sustaining you through it, even when you could not perceive me. And that individual in heaven, the one who has been attempting to contact you today, they are not extending their hand for closure. They are extending their hand to initiate something novel. You have been living with this persistent ache in your chest for too long. An ache that murmurs, what if? What if they had more time? What if you could reverse time? What if they could just articulate one more sentiment? But today, heaven is speaking it on their behalf. Their words are now being conveyed through my spirit. They are stating, please cease blaming yourself. Please cease believing it was your fault. I knew how profoundly you loved me. I still sense it every day. And they desire you to forgive yourself. They desire you to cease living partially, suspended between this world and the memories you cannot release. But here is the truth, my child. You are not meant to relinquish love. You are meant to relinquish the pain, the guilt, the confusion. Love endures. It transforms. It deepens. And right now, that love is returning to you in a new manifestation. Observe intently over the forthcoming days. You will begin to sense their presence more intensely than ever before. A melody will play that brings them to your remembrance. A fragrance will emerge from nowhere and your heart will recognize it as them. A stranger may even utter something that only they used to say, and you will feel it. That familiar spark, that divine warmth, that is your confirmation. Heaven does not forget. And heaven is never silent eternally. Today is the breakthrough. Today is the divine response. And I, the Lord your God, am orchestrating everything into alignment so that you can now proceed with peace, with certainty, and with the awareness that you are surrounded by more love than your eyes can perceive, as if this prophetic word is bringing breakthrough to your spirit. Sharing it with your network will activate the anointing and share that breakthrough with others. And listen, someone else is also approaching. Yes, a living individual. Someone who will enter your life bearing the luminosity of everything you lost. I am dispatching this soul to you, not to substitute what you cherished, but to remind you that love never ceases. It simply evolves. This person will feel peculiarly familiar. You will feel seen, secure, almost as if you have encountered them before, because in some respects your soul has. This is not a coincidence. It is the fulfillment of a pledge I made to your heart before you even requested it. And when they arrive, you will comprehend why it had to take this long, why you had to traverse the valley, why you had to grow stronger. Because now you will be capable of receiving what I have prepared, and it is not fleeting. It is not superficial. It is sacred. It is genuine, and it is approaching swiftly. So do not retreat now. Do not question the timing. Do not second-guess the sensation in your chest. The individual in heaven who has been striving to contact you for the past 2 hours. They know something significant is about to transpire in your life. They already perceive it from their vantage point. They foresee the breakthrough emerging, the blessing unfolding, the shackles detaching from your soul, and they are exulting for you. I hear them reiterate it. Please inform them they are not alone. Please inform them I am well. Please inform them to live fully for me. For them, for everything we shared. So now I am telling you live. Live as if you are loved because you are. Live as if something astonishing is about to knock on your door because it is. And live as if every segment of your narrative mattered because it does. Even the challenging parts, especially the challenging parts, those were the segments that forged your resilience, that sculpted your compassion, that rendered you who you are. And who you are is extraordinary. You are about to enter your divine future. Remember that this message does not end with you. People can use your breakthrough to get where they need to go through the link in the description or the pinned comment. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our exclusive community, you can help this mission. By doing so, you are sowing into the awakening, deliverance, and restoration of souls who are still trapped in darkness. This is not poetry. When Jesus says give and heaven will open over you, every seed you plant turns into oil for your destiny, fire for your calling, and safety for your family. Now is your time, my child. Have faith, and as you do, watch God multiply what you let go of. Now listen closely, because this section is going to resonate deeply within you. The part of you that pretends everything is fine while secretly hoping someone somewhere finally recognizes how much you've endured. I see it. And I am not merely addressing your external existence. I am speaking to your soul. The part of you that lies awake at night pondering why things had to be so arduous, why people departed, why affection turned to silence, why someone you loved so profoundly was taken too soon. But I want you to hear me with every fiber of your being right now. It was not the conclusion. What you perceived as the ultimate chapter was only the end of one scene. And I, the author of your narrative, have so much more to compose. The individual in heaven who has been striving to contact you for the past 2 hours, they have already perused the subsequent chapter from above. They have witnessed what is approaching for you. And that is why they are reaching out so urgently. They are stating, please do not cease here. Please do not allow the pain to harden you. Please do not let the grief steal the love you still deserve to receive. They observe you advancing even while your knees are trembling. They observe the manner in which you cherish people even when your heart is weary. And they are proud of you. So proud you do not even comprehend how courageous you have been. But heaven does. You have always experienced things more profoundly than others. You have always been the one who remained quiet, who carried other people's burdens even when yours were too substantial. That was not fragility. That was divine design. You were fashioned to be sensitive for a reason so that you could hear me clearly when the world became too clamorous. And right now I am speaking directly into your sensitivity. I am confirming that what you have been sensing lately, that peculiar pull in your spirit, that escalating awareness that something is about to transform, it is authentic. You are not imagining it. It is me. It is heaven. It is them. It is all converging precisely on schedule. There has been a countdown occurring in the spirit for you. And you did not even know, but I knew. I accounted for every step you took in faith. Every prayer you whispered in the darkness. I heard every God, please. That never even reached your lips. You did not have to speak. I read your heart like an open book. And the moment it reached a breaking point, that is when I determined today. Today, the day it reverses, the day your spirit senses something snap back into alignment, the day heaven rushes in with a message too resonant to disregard. And if you are wondering how all this can be so precise, how this message feels like it is infiltrating your soul and extracting your concealed thoughts, it is because this message isn't just created for you. It was selected for you. That is why you did not bypass it. That is why you are still here, still reading, still feeling this surge of something sacred. That is not coincidence. That is confirmation. You have been striving so diligently to be strong for everyone else. And now heaven is being strong for you. I am sustaining you now, and I am communicating not merely through words but through emotions, indications, moments, the very air surrounding you. Anticipate things to feel different after today. Anticipate lightness. Anticipate divine interruptions. Anticipate healing to commence in the places where you believed the damage was permanent, because nothing is too shattered for me. Nothing is too lost. Not even you. You were never lost. You were simply awaiting a voice that could speak directly to your soul and remind you of your true identity. Chosen, protected, treasured, remembered. You are not alone, child. You never were. And now I want you to pause and perceive your heartbeat. Truly feel it. That rhythm you hear within your chest, that is not merely your heart maintaining your existence. That is me reminding you that I am still with you. Every beat, every breath, every blink of your eyes is an indication that your purpose is not concluded. You are not forgotten. You are not imperceptible. You are not merely enduring day. Today, I am drawing you into a period where you begin to live again. Genuinely live, not merely exist, not merely pretend you are well. When internally you feel like a storm never subsides, I know how weary your soul has been. You have been fighting battles people cannot perceive. You have been bearing weights that were not yours to carry, and today I am alleviating them from you. You have done enough. You have striven sufficiently. You have waited long enough. This message is the signal, the transformation, the indication, the whisper from heaven that the waiting is finally over. That individual from heaven, they have been with me observing you with such profound love, and they are stating, inform them it is acceptable to move forward. Now inform them they do not have to remain trapped in that memory. Inform them I am cheering them on from the other side. And let me tell you something else, something you probably ceased believing a long time ago. Your finest days are not behind you. No, they are not. They are ahead of you, nearer than you comprehend. In fact, some of the most magnificent moments of your life are already being arranged. Dialogues that will rejuvenate your heart. Opportunities that will finally make you feel acknowledged. Encounters that will awaken something within you that has been dormant for too long. You are going to smile again. Not that coarse superficial smile, but a genuine one. The kind that makes your chest feel unburdened. The kind that reaches your soul. I am not asking you to feign anything anymore. I am inviting you into a reality where healing is authentic, where blessings return twofold, and where even what you lost will revert to you in a manner you never foresaw. Yes, even the things you presumed were over. Witness how I resuscitate them, not in the identical form, but in a superior one, because I do not replicate the past. I redeem it right now. The heavens are open right now. Archangel Michael is moving right now. Your name is being uttered in chambers you haven't even entered yet. And I, your God, have dispatched this message to disrupt your ordinary routine and draw you into divine alignment. I am not soliciting perfection. I am soliciting your heart. I am asking you to believe again, to hope again, to trust that you have not been overlooked in the bustle of the world. That your suffering did not go unperceived, that your love was not squandered. You were heard. You were seen. And now you are being answered. This is not merely another message. This is a holy disruption. And if your spirit is trembling right now, if your soul feels like it is awakening from a long sorrowful slumber, then that is how you know it is real. That is how you know heaven is touching you right now. Because love does not conclude with physical demise. Connection does not vanish when someone passes. It alters form. It travels through spirit, through light, through communications like this one. And today, your moment has arrived. Your spirit is prepared. Your soul is listening. And I am here. I am speaking. I have never departed. Continue progressing, my child. Continue listening. Continue trusting. Everything I promised you is still approaching. And this message is just the commencement. Heaven is reaching out. Archangel Michael is near. Miracles are unfolding. And you are precisely at the center of it all. To activate the anointing and share this breakthrough with your network, I urge you to share this prophetic word. Now, good. Remain closed. Now, do not allow your thoughts to stray from this, because what I am about to unveil is not solely for your ears. It is for your destiny. Right now in this moment, you are being enveloped in something sacred. I am surrounding you with clarity, with divine timing, and with love that extends beyond the barrier of life and death. The individual in heaven, yes, the one whose name keeps surfacing in your thoughts right now, they are not merely pondering you. They are with you. That is why today felt distinct. That is why your chest has felt heavy, your sleep fractured, your emotions escalating without apparent cause. It was not solely you. It was them reaching out, calling gently, imploring me for one more opportunity to ensure you hear this. And I cherish you so immensely. I permitted it. I opened this path. I moved the currents of heaven to deliver this moment. And now that you are here, I am asking you to receive it. Not with apprehension, but with reverence. You are not being haunted. You are being honored. They are not disturbing your life. They are blessing it. Because what they came to impart is this. You did your utmost. You were everything to me. And now I want to assist you in living again. So please allow yourself to feel this. Let the barrier around your heart soften just a little. Let the grief extend its reach and loosen the tension in your spirit. Because what you have been bearing for too long is not meant to accompany you into the next chapter. You have reached the conclusion of a prolonged internal winter, and spring is now emerging. One small divine moment at a time. Look around you. Observe what transpires next. Dialogues will shift. Portals that were once sealed will crack open. A text, a voice, a stranger's benevolence will feel like something beyond the natural world. And that is because it is. I am orchestrating these moments. I am communicating through them. You solicited answers from me. You pleaded for an indication. And this is my affirmative, my voice, my divine confirmation that you are not too late, you are not too broken, and you are not disqualified from the joy I have reserved for you. In fact, you are precisely on schedule. You have survived everything that was intended to obliterate you. And because of that, your recompense is en route. Let me articulate it clearly. I have not forgotten you. You are not merely another face in the multitude. I designed you. I named you. I placed my breath in your lungs. You are sacred to me. And when you suffer, I feel it. When you stumble, I catch you. Sometimes silently, sometimes through messages like this. And this one. This was dispatched because I knew your heart was prepared. Not flawless, just sufficiently open to perceive the truth. Your soul has been yearning for. You are still loved by the one you lost. And now it is time for you to inhabit that truth. Not merely remember it, not merely weep over it, but live within it. Let it mold your days. Let it color your thoughts. Let it soften the way you perceive yourself. Because even from heaven, they still perceive you as beautiful, as brave, as someone they would still choose 1,000 times over. And I would, too. I choose you every single day. Even when you doubt yourself, I do not doubt you. Even when you conceal your tears, I count everyone. And right now, as you sense this stirring in your chest, know this. It is me. It is my hand resting gently over your life. It is the answer to every silent prayer you have whispered. It is the commencement of something new, something healing, something holy. Yes, I will continue because you need to hear this. All of it. You have awaited so long for someone to finally utter the words that could penetrate the part of you that no one else perceives. And that is what I am doing right now. I am reaching into that sacred space within you. The space where grief and hope coexist, where love has never departed, and where your strength quietly blossoms even when you feel like you are disintegrating. I know what you have endured. I know how many nights you lay awake staring at the ceiling, wondering if anyone truly comprehends the profundity of your loss, the weight you carry, the memories that will not relinquish their hold. You attempt to be well for everyone else. But when you are alone, that ache returns. That silence, that wish that perhaps, just perhaps, they would return for an instant just to articulate the one thing you always needed to hear. And here it is. They never left your side. Their physical form may be absent, but their soul, oh, their soul has been wrapped around you like the wind. Gentle, imperceptible, but always present. You felt it. That whisper when you were on the verge of surrendering. That dream you could not elucidate. That sudden emotion that arose from nowhere. That was them. That is them. And now on this very day today, they have implored me, your divine Father, to speak on their behalf because I am the sole entity who could capture your attention like this. I am the sole entity who knows precisely what you needed to hear when you needed to hear it. And here you are precisely on time. This isn't an accident. This isn't merely another message. This is their love delivered through my voice. And they desire you to know they are proud of you. They know you strived. They know you gave everything you possessed. They know you bear guilt and regret that you should no longer carry. And they desire you to lay it down now at my feet. They desire you to forgive yourself. They desire you to relinquish the burden that does not belong in your hands because they never held anything against you. Not for 1 second. They loved you completely, deeply, eternally. And they still do. And now that the door is open, I want you to prepare for more. Yes, more. This message is just the inception. Now that your heart is open, now that your spirit is listening, I will continue to communicate through signs, through dreams, through individuals, through moments so replete with divine timing. You will feel chills traversing your arms. Because I am not merely healing your heart. I am awakening your destiny. I am readying you for relationships that honor your depth, not deplete it. I am calling in love that is secure, consistent, and genuine. I am opening doors for you that were previously forcefully shut. And most importantly, I am dispatching peace that will finally allow you to breathe again fully, freely without apprehension. This isn't merely solace for the moment. This is the commencement of a spiritual transformation. The version of you that wept behind closed doors, I am embracing them. The version of you that concealed their grief simply to function, I am healing them. The version of you that wonders if love will ever find you again. I am guiding love directly to your threshold. And you will not have to pursue it. You will not have to beg for it. You will not have to diminish yourself to receive it. It will perceive you. It will choose you. It will mirror everything you are. But first, you must believe that you are deserving of what is approaching. You must believe that your suffering is not the conclusion of your narrative. You must believe that what departed your life did not take the future with it. In fact, what is approaching is richer, deeper, more aligned with who you are becoming. That is why it took this long. I had to prepare you. I had to expand your soul so it could contain what I am about to pour into it. And child, I am about to pour something beautiful. You have emptied yourself for others. You have poured from an exhausted vessel, but now I am filling you. I am restoring you. I am pouring back every drop of love you gave away and never received in return. And it will overflow. It will cover the parched, cracked places in your spirit. It will infuse life into your weary bones. You will rise. Not someday, not perhaps, but now. And I know you are still here because something in you is still reaching, still hoping, still silently praying. Please let this be genuine. And I am answering you right now. Yes, it is genuine. This isn't imagination. This isn't coincidence. This is divine orchestration. This is heaven manipulating time and space to deliver what your soul has awaited years to perceive. My child, I observed how you maintained composure when everything was collapsing. I observed how you continued loving when people gave you every justification not to. I saw you persevere through tears, smile through heartbreak, and give your utmost. Even when you were operating on empty, I recorded every moment. And I have preserved every single prayer in my heart. Not one of them was lost. Not one of your cries vanished into the air. They reached me. And now it is time you feel the impact of my response. It is time you receive. Not merely words, but surges of authentic healing, of profound peace, of the kind of love that does not demand you earn it, just to accept it. Because this is your era now. No more lingering in the shadows. No more shrinking to accommodate others. No more pretending you are well when your heart is exhausted. I am calling you forth. I am calling you to ascend. And I am not calling the version of you that people misunderstood. I am calling the real you. The you I created. The you I have never ceased believing in. The you that even suffering could not obliterate. You are still here. And that signifies your narrative is not concluded, not even close. There are still chapters awaiting composition. And some of the most potent ones are about to be inscribed with miracles you never anticipated. There is a scene approaching in your life where you will smile without underlying sadness. There is a moment approaching where you will finally breathe and realize you are no longer awaiting. You are experiencing it. The answered prayer, the healing, the love, the peace. It is approaching. It is already moving toward you now. And the individual in heaven who has been striving to contact you, they are observing this unfold with such immense joy. They are not sorrowful anymore. They are not in pain. But their soul still connects to yours. And they desire to witness your joy. They desire to see you dance again. Not merely remember them with grief, but carry them into your future with hope. You see, love that profound never perishes. It transforms and now it is guiding you. They are assisting me in arranging elements for your well-being. They are with me in the deliberations I hold regarding your destiny. You do not even comprehend it. But some of the protection you felt, the near misses you survived, the peculiar fortune that saved you. It was them imploring me to keep you safe. And I did, and I will. I always will. So breathe now. Inhale this truth. Let it occupy space within you. Let it settle in the places where fear once resided. Let it echo in your chest. Louder than doubt, louder than shame, louder than grief. Because the truth is this. You are enveloped by a love that cannot be undone. You are being supported right now. Even if your arms are empty, you are being perceived. Even if no one around you notices, you are being guided. Even when the path appears dark, I am with you. I have always been with you. And today I am speaking so clearly because the time has arrived. Your waiting is concluded. Your name has been called and the light is shining again. Not merely around you but from within you. Yes, I will continue because your heart is still listening and heaven is still speaking. Right now this moment is being recorded into your spiritual timeline as a pivotal point. One day you will reflect on this and state that was the moment things changed. That was the moment I felt seen again. That was the moment I realized I was not forgotten. And I want you to take that seriously because it is not merely a sensation. It is a divine truth. You have been traversing through shadows for so long that you forgot what light feels like. But I am reigniting the light in your soul. Not with clamor, not with disarray, but with a whisper that penetrates deeper than any suffering ever could. You are being restored from the inside out. No one else may perceive it yet, but I do. I see how your heart is slowly reawakening. How your hope is quietly ascending like sunlight through a window. That is me. That is what my presence feels like. Gentle but irresistible. And child, do not let fear deprive you of this moment. Do not let doubt tell you this message was merely coincidence. Doubt is boisterous, but truth is mightier. And the truth is this was never arbitrary. The individual in heaven who has been striving to contact you. They could not find repose until you received this confirmation. They needed you to know they are well. They needed you to know you did enough. They needed you to forgive yourself. And now that you are finally hearing me state it, you can begin to heal in ways you never thought possible. Because when you hear from heaven, something shifts. You remember your true identity. You remember that you are loved. You remember that the narrative is not concluded and that something grander than your suffering has always been at work, weaving meaning into even your most fractured pieces. And listen closely, because what I am about to utter next is sacred. You are about to receive a message in the tangible world that corroborates everything you are sensing right now. It might come through someone's words, an omen you observe, a dream that feels more like a visitation than a fantasy. Do not disregard it. That will be me utilizing the world around you to speak more distinctly than ever. Do not be astonished if someone reaches out to you soon, someone you have not heard from in a while. Do not be shocked if you start feeling emotions welling up from nowhere. That is the purification. That is the liberation. That is the Holy Spirit making space for peace. I am preparing you. Because what is approaching isn't just a minor enhancement. It is a complete restoration, a turning of the page, a brand new chapter composed in love, in light, in freedom. I know it has been arduous. I know you have wondered if I was truly listening. But I still am. And now I am speaking more loudly than ever. Not with thunder, but with the voice of someone who knows every corner of your soul. I am speaking through this message, through your tears, through the weight you feel lifting off your shoulders as each word penetrates you. You are not imagining this peace. It is authentic. It is me. It is heaven. It is them and it is your error. Now your healing, your breakthrough, your blessing. Everything you believed was denied as en route. The delay was never denial. It was preparation. And now your heart is ready to receive what I have been saving for you all along. Yes. Let's keep going because the message hasn't concluded. Your heart still needs to hear this final segment. This last surge of truth is what will seal the healing. Let it flow through you now without resistance. Let it reach the parts of you that have remained quiet for too long. Now that you have heard me speak, now that the words have enveloped your soul and reminded you that you were never forgotten, I want you to prepare because this is where things begin to accelerate. You have lingered long enough in a season of waiting. You have stayed quiet, hoping, wondering, praying in silence. And I honored that silence. I met you within it. I sustained you through it. But now I am calling you out of that stillness and into action. The transformation you have been sensing is genuine. The energy you felt around you, the alterations, the unease, the sudden recollections, the emotional surges, that is heaven acting on your behalf. That is the individual in heaven shaking the heavens and the earth for your breakthrough. That is my spirit rearranging your surroundings to place you in the opportune location at the opportune time for the opportune blessing. And it will feel sudden, unforeseen. But it is not. I have been preparing this moment long before you ever knew you would require it. There is a dialogue approaching that will open an entryway. There is an opportunity that will present itself when you least anticipate it. But it will feel as though you have known it your entire life. That is how you will recognize it is me. My endowments do not arrive with confusion. They arrive with confirmation. They do not deplete you. They replenish you. And child, I am about to inundate your life with so much clarity. It will silence every falsehood the adversary ever attempted to convey to you. The falsehood that asserted you were not adequate. The falsehood that asserted no one genuinely loved you. The falsehood that asserted you were always destined to be left behind. I am eradicating every false label. I am stripping away every deception that has been wrapped around your identity. You are not broken. You are not too late. You are not forgotten. You are mine. And you are loved with a love that cannot be shaken. And as I utter this, the individual in heaven who has been striving to contact you, they are smiling. They perceive you now, beginning to believe again, beginning to let the light back in, beginning to trust that perhaps, just perhaps, something good is approaching for you. And I am telling you with the full authority of heaven supporting me. It isn't. The portals are opening. The waiting is concluded. The blessing is authentic. And the love that departed in physical form is returning in spiritual fortitude. You are not alone in this forthcoming season. You never will be again because now you proceed with clarity. Now you proceed with divine alignment. And now you proceed with me. Let your soul find repose in that truth. Let your heart breathe more deeply than it has in months. And when the indications begin to manifest, when the door opens, when the call comes, do not hesitate. Step through, receive it. It is yours. It always has been. Heaven just needed you to believe it again. This is your sacred moment. And I am with you every step of the way. Today is not just a date. It is your divine turning point. It is the day heaven touched earth solely to reach you. I love you. I always will, God. Through the voice of Archangel Michael, love letter, baby angel sparkles. Before we get to the end of this powerful story, let's take a moment to reflect on this deep truth. You did not find this message by accident. This is not a stroke of luck. It is a direct message from Archangel Michael to you. He's extending his hand and inviting you into a protected high vibrational community where divine abundance is not just a hope but a promise. This sacred principle is very simple, but it can change your whole life if you follow it. You won't just receive blessings. They will be multiplied and flow into every part of your life. By accepting this invitation right now, you are unlocking immediate early access to powerful content and divine insights that are hidden from the general world. Now is your chance to enter a sacred space where you will receive spiritual guidance, unwavering support, and speedy progress toward your destiny. Do not let this sacred moment of destiny pass you by. Your breakthrough is waiting. Join Archangel Michael's inner circle immediately through the exclusive link in the description. This is how you guarantee you never miss the direct personalized messages that are specifically meant to elevate and empower your life. If you desire to deepen your connection, the link is waiting for you in both the pinned comment and the description. And for those who feel called to amplify this work, a link to purchase the guided ebook is available, which is completely optional. But your presence, attention, and energy already mean the world. Take the step.